Alright. So as I got off the bus, take off my phone, there was a vehicle that was parked behind the bus. I guess pulled up behind the bus pulled up behind the vehicle. Gray Mercedes. And took my phone out of my pocket. And the driver of the gray Mercedes start reversing, right? It start backing up. Alright. Hilarious. Anyway, so I forget. So I was, like after last night, I was playing with my niece's son, right? He's 4. He's going to be 5. And I'm playing with him. You hear the predator part using his sirens? Yeah, because they know I'm about to bust their ass. So I'm playing with him, and then he says to me, you can't save me. And I'm like, so then I was like, yes, I can save you. Okay? So it's funny that a 4-year-old would say that to me as I'm playing with him, right? Because again, what they're trying to say and hijacking his consciousness is that me exposing what it is that they're doing can't save, future generations of black children, right? Well, we'll see about that. Okay, we shall see about that. Because I know that there are people who are listening. They're not only black. All right? So we'll see about that. Yep. So anyway, as I was let me get back to that Jim Jones thing here I was talking about. So literally in this book, this is what they call them paranoid, whatever. I always say, man, the CIA has a way of and again, you go read about Jim Jones, what he was about, okay? Before they start to demonize him about, he was very, because he was the only person in his town that were letting black people into, he believed in integration way before integration happened, right? There's a reason why he left his small town and moved to California because, he was integrating his church. Okay? And on top of that, when he moved to California, he started to become influential and had friends who were in politics. Right? He wasn't a politician, but he was getting to know high-level politicians, right? So I think that it was, he might have talking to that Senator Ryan, I think that was his name, Congressman Ryan, and who may have relayed something to him that he maybe should not have known, which is again the U.S. government, right, was planning to microchip black Americans to control their behavior, not to control them, actually, And so the demonization began. On top of that, one of the people who was in his camp was a CIA operative.
The time I would leave, which is around 7 o'clock.
Right? So again, we gotta understand how this government and its security agencies, their history, right, and the history of the CIA, both how they conspire against black people. And like I said, this is what they plan to do, is to re-enslave black people. And this time, we will be psychologically controlled, neurologically controlled, all right? And they're going to strip us of our. He talks about creating a automaton, which is like zombies, robot-like people, right? All right, no emotions. You know what I'm saying? Emotions that are controlled. Look, I send the police officer of mental health. These people are the craziest motherfuckers out here, and they send them around. I'll tell you, it's funny how people that speak the truth, they want to call them crazy, but the people that go around engaging in covert operation, drugging people, poisoning people, right? They don't need mental health. I also say, remember, religious delusion was considered a mental illness. It still is considered a mental illness, right? But they took it off out of the DMSM the Diagnostic Statistical Manual because the churches have infiltrated these organizations. You know, so that's it. You gotta understand what goes on behind the scene. Who works in the shadows, right? Who's trying to hide the truth, and who's trying to expose the truth. Right? You gotta understand that. Okay? So this is why, particularly for us as black people, we are highly delusional because of our religious belief system, and we don't know the truth. All right? That these systems came from black people, but we didn't believe anything. We think we have the power of thought, the power to think, to create. We still do, but it has been hamstringed by belief. This is why we're the lowest. You know, we're not into tech, we're not into producing, we're consumers, highly consuming people. We consume religion more than anybody else. We consume products more than anybody else. We're basically a consumer class, and they've done that to us, right? And I say white supremacy, they have done this to us, created a class of black people who are always going to give them wealth, right? Whether it be physical or whether it be through consumerism. Right? So you guys